Japanese midlife dolly crisis. Now, a few videos ago, you'll remember that I kind of created via AliExpress a Licca doll who is behind me here. Here she is in the petticoat, not that one. It's weird, you can't really tell where your finger's going. It's really odd. Anyway, it's this one here. This one. There we go. I created her from a head and from a body which I amalgamated into a doll. And I mentioned during that I had looked at dolls on Japanese Amazon and it was going to work out to be quite expensive to order them and stuff like that. Anyway, foolishly, I went on to the Japanese Amazon and I ended up buying something. So I have got a Licca doll here in her box. I thought she'd go really well because she's sort of dressed for the weather, really. She's quite autumnal. She's got a jacket on and I think she's got boots. Has she got boots? I don't know. She's got something on her feet, hopefully, because she's not going to like going out there with no shoes on, that's for sure. So yeah, so I got this, and while I was getting this, I saw this, which I really liked. So this is a fashion pack for the Licca dolls. And I thought this might be nice to dress my Frankenstein doll in, because it's kind of autumny as well. We've got this kind of fleecy top, and we've got ear warmers here and stuff like that. These two combined, and the shipping, it cost me about €50. But the weird thing is, they arrived basically like 2 or 3 days after I'd ordered them, which to me was insane because they came all the way from Japan. They literally came from Japanese Amazon. They came by DHL, so obviously I think that probably helped. I wasn't expecting it to arrive for another week, and it turned up. So, yeah, normally I'm sat on these dolls, not literally, for a good while before I open them, but I really just wanted to open these because I thought they'd be really nice for this time of year. So, we're going to get these open, and we're going to see what we think. So, I thought we would take a look at our Licca doll first. So she comes in this box here, which is bright pink, and it's got Licca written on the top, and in sort of silver letters along here. I don't know if you can actually see that. It might be a bit too shiny. It says Mutin Mix. I'm not really sure what that means. It could be something that is lost in translation. And then at the bottom it says Real Coordinate Style. So if we flip the box over, the box is pretty plain. Kind of on the top, it's just like this. On the side, it's like that. On the bottom, it's like that. On the back, we have some more information and some other images. So we have an image of our girl here, and then there's another one here, which I did see online as well, but I didn't get. Presumably they were maybe released at the same time. This doll was released this time last year, around about. So I think it was kind of October of 2021. So it's not a brand new release or anything like that. So I've never unboxed one of these. We're going to see how difficult it is or isn't. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad actually, but I guess we will see. So there's some tape on the top which I need to cut. Okay, and then I pull this out. So we'll say goodbye to that box for now. Okay, so here she is out of the box, and behind her in the packaging there is, it looks like a sort of a street scene, which I guess you could use to photograph her in. There's an image of her down here in her full outfit. So she's got a hat up here. She's got the bag down here. I don't know, this is a strap for the bag, which is a little... Oh no, it's a different bag. She has 2 bags. Oh, that's cute. She's got 2 bags by the looks of it. Okay, let's have a look on the back. So there are a few sort of taped bits in and kind of ties and stuff like that. So let's get that open. So these are like the stretchy Kimball tags rather than the really annoying ones, which I think Mattel and MGA seem to have shares in because they're constantly using them. pull out. Yeah. Yeah, so these are kind of the elasticy ones. So we've then got something I have to probably cut here. I can see hair there, so I don't really want to cut into that. Okay, so that goes through there. But I'm not really sure. Okay. That was actually very, very easy. That's her. And then there's just bits and bobs here. Oh, she does have a doll stand as well, which is very cool. It's always great when they come with them. So the doll stand is kind of behind this bit here. So this is my first sort of official Licca doll. So I don't know if all the packaging is this easy to open. I know there are different kinds of these dolls. Ah, okay. So this is the bag, and these are the boots. I think, because I couldn't see the whole thing, I thought, oh, is that another bag? And then I didn't realise she had no shoes on, so yeah. So let's get these things out as well. So these have just got tape on them. One of the things I liked about this doll was that she came with a beret, and I'm always a sucker for a doll with a beret. So I don't know if you can see that now. That is basically like a little sort of a cafe scene there. And I guess if you remove this, you can maybe get photographs of her in it. Listen, I'm going to get all of this stuff out and then we are going to have a proper look. So here is our Licca-chan doll with all of her stock. She actually comes with some really nice pieces, I have to be honest. Let's have a look at what she comes with first. So let's pop her to one side. So we've got this doll stand here, which I'm not really sure how you put it together. I think this must go in here. And then maybe this just goes around the leg or something to hold her up. Let's see if that works. Oh, or is it a side thing? Oh, okay. I think it's kind of like one of those that you put... Okay, that's okay. I mean, it wobbles a little bit, but not like... Probably because of the weight. I mean, it comes with a stand. That is more than a lot of dolls seem to. And I have to say, getting her out of the box was pretty easy. Not as easy as getting a Cindy doll out, but certainly easier than getting a Barbie doll or, you know, a Blythe or an LOL or any of those. Rainbow High, yeah, she was pretty easy. Basically, it was cut in the back and that was it. She was out. There was none of this, oh, I found another couple of Kimble tags or whatever. You know, all of her stuff was easy to get out as well. You basically just kind of cut it with the tape. So that was fine. But yes, let's have a look at her stock that she came with. So she comes with this really cute bag, which is very detailed actually. It's got a nice sort of texture to it as well. So it looks like sort of textured leather. And there's some gold sort of buckle details there, which attach the handles. Obviously it's made of rubber and you can't open it. But to be honest, if the bag is cute and it looks good, you don't really think about that sort of opening thing. It's only if the bag is sort of ugly and looks not great that you sort of think, well, it would be nice if it opened. And then we have this, which is the long handle. I don't know if this moves or if it's literally just in place, and I don't really want to trouble it in case it breaks. But anyway, so that is that. So the bag is brown, and then we have this sort of beige coloured or tan coloured strap there, shoulder strap. So that is that. We've then got the beret. Now this is black, so you're probably going to just look like I've got like a black hole in my hand or something. It is kind of a felted material and it's got the little loop on the top. There we go. It's quite deep, so it should go on a head okay. So yeah, that is that. And then we've got these little boots, which are, again, quite cute and seem to have a nice detail on them. So they're black and they've got sort of silver buckles on there. They do have the split up the back, so they should go on quite easily. And yeah, so they're nice. They've got the buckle details on. So here is the girl herself. So she's got this thing around her head, which we're sort of used to with Blythe dolls and actually other dolls as well. So we're going to remove that. So her hair is kind of crimped. So it's got crimping in the hair. It feels quite soft, so I don't know if there's product in it. There might be product further up. I can't tell if it feels a little greasy. I'm not actually sure. I mean, it looks okay. The fact that it's not hugely long as well always helps. I mean, it's pretty long, but it's not like down to her feet. The rooting seems alright. I mean, I can see little bald spots at the back, but all in all, the rooting seems fine. We've got this thing here where they've basically given her this sort of parting, and then that is tied up at the back in a ponytail to kind of keep it out. So that's kind of a cute detail. She's also got little earrings on. They're sort of like pink. I don't know if they're meant to look maybe like the starfish or even like the cherry blossom maybe. But they're really cute. And they kind of go with the colour of the jacket, which is a sort of a pinky buff colour. Let me take the jacket off, actually. Oh, she has different articulation as well. Her arms come out. We'll look at that in a minute. That's exciting news. We'll have a look at that in a minute. The jacket is really nice. I have to say, though, that it is made of that material which makes my fingers feel funny, which isn't great. But it's sort of like a kind of a fleecy thing. So it's meant to look like you know, sort of brushed leather. I'm presuming it's not, but it's a pretty good look. It kind of reminds me, I don't even remember. Do you remember that monkey that was in Canada in an IKEA store? That looks like his jacket. That looks just like that jacket. I do wonder what happened to that monkey now. It's quite sad. I hope he got some meatballs or something. Anyway, IKEA monkey aside, the jacket's really nicely put together. Obviously it's got this sort of the furry detail on it, the white fur. Everything is hemmed, which is great. And obviously it's got the lining, it's got the fur lining in there to keep her warm. So that'd be nice in the winter months. It's kind of nice and toasty for when she gets cold. So that's the jacket. Let's see, because I know with some of these outfits that I've seen online, they basically are velcroed all the way down and it's one piece. I don't know if that is the same with this one. Oh no, it is a separate piece. So we have a skirt here, which is 2-layered. We've got this kind of tulle or net. And then underneath we've got a kind of a glittery gold fabric with black stars on it, which is really cute. And then we've got a sort of a belt, but it's like a ribbon. So we've got a black ribbon, we've got a bow there as well. And then we've got Velcro all the way down. It actually feels quite substantial. And again, it seems to be hemmed all the way around there. They've not hemmed the net bit because it doesn't really fray. So that is that. You will all be pleased to hear she does actually have knickers on. There we go, there are knickers. Let's take off this blouse and we can have a look at that. We'll cover up like that for now. So, the blouse velcros all the way down the back. It has short sleeves. It's kind of a jersey material, and again, everything is kind of hemmed and finished off nicely. The neck has got a pearl detail that goes all the way around. So I don't know if it's meant to look maybe like a pearl necklace or something like that. But that's quite cute. It's a really nice piece actually. That's the jacket there. That's all of the bits there. It's actually quite a nice selection of stuff that you get with her. Then to the doll herself. Obviously I mentioned the earrings already. Let's see if we can get a close-up of her face. It is probably not going to be that dissimilar. Actually, let me move these out of the way because the camera might be trying to focus on them. There we go. So, she has got sort of pinky lips. Yeah, she's got pinky lips and her eyes are... I think her eyes are a bit purpley. I think she has a little bit of blushing on her cheeks and you can actually see her eyebrows, whereas with the other one you couldn't really see it because of her fringe. I'm presuming that it is the same mould as the one that I've already got. We can maybe have a look at them side by side at the end just to see. But I don't think they're going to fiddle with the mould. Let's have a look at the articulation now and see how it differs from our first doll. So the head is, it does kind of pivot or, you know, go on a ball sort of back and forth. And then it will kind of nod as well. So that's good. I don't want to fiddle too much with that. But yeah, so that's got that sort of detail. Body-wise, well, arm-wise, the arms are also on the ball thing. So that's good. They will move, obviously, back and forth and also outwards, which is different to the other body that I had, which doesn't do that. Now, I think... yeah, so she has got the wire in her arms and hers actually bends a lot easier than the other girls. I mean, I don't want to do it too much. So yeah, so that's quite nice. She's then got a twist on the waist, which feels a lot better than the one I've got, to be honest, which that twist is actually quite loose, I think. Leg-wise, she basically will go back and forth at the hip. So they will just go there. They don't go in and out or anything like that. And I'm presuming she's got... yeah, so she's got the wired legs as well. So that's good. I mean, I don't know when this body was produced. Obviously, the doll was out last year. I don't know in relation to this. Actually, there might be a year on the back of this. No, it just says Tomy, made in China. It doesn't really have a year. We'll have a look at the other doll and see if she's got a year on hers or not. But possibly not. But yeah, the body feels like good quality. I mean, this is still kind of hard plastic on the top. Colour-wise again, I think the kind of the rubbery bits are a different colour to the torso. The hip area, that is kind of a hard plastic. That seems like a different colour again to the torso. So I'm not really sure why that is, but I suppose it doesn't really matter in the long run. It doesn't look that much different. So yeah, that is that. Let me get her clothes back on her. Okay, so here she is all dressed up in her gear. I'm actually a little bit overwhelmed. I think she looks really nice. I'm really pleased that I got her. I did and ah, to be honest, only because of the kind of the price and the postage and everything. As I've said before, I don't really go for blonde dolls, but I did kind of look past that really in this case. And I'm really pleased that I did, because I think for the stock alone, she looks so good in it that, you know, it was kind of worth it for that. And obviously we've got the stand as well. I don't know if I'll be using it because it is a little bit odd. But I guess it is designed for her. Maybe it's better with the boot on. Anyway, it is still a little bit wobbly. So I might still use the Blythe stands that I've got. It does seem a bit heavy on one side as well. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with her. Okay, so here we go. This is the costume that I bought for my other doll. And I really liked it because it looked very sort of winterish. Winterish, is that a word? It looked like it would be nice to wear in autumn or winter. And obviously it's pink and blue and sort of pastel-y, which is really nice. So yeah, I've not had one of these before, so I don't really know how easy or difficult it's going to be to get out of the packaging. But judging by the doll, hopefully it should be really easy. So I've already cut the bottom bit of the tape, so we can take that out. Have a quick look at the back. So this, I don't know really what it's showing us, because obviously I can't read it. It just seems to be images of children playing with the doll, and then there's one here with a dog, and I think it's maybe showing you how you compose them. But don't quote me on that, because I have no idea. I can't read Japanese, so yeah. So let's take her out. There's also a picture of a dog down here, which I don't really understand. Maybe it's keep it away from dogs. I don't know. Anyway, this outfit was actually released around the same time as the Licca girl that I just opened. So again, we're talking kind of October 2021. So it's about a year ago today. Well, not today, but a year ago at this time of year. If that makes any sense. Let's just get this open, shall we? So as I said, I cut the bottom already, so that will come out, and then maybe this would just, yep, there we go. So there's nothing on the back to cut or anything like that. Oh, I think everything is kind of not even secured in with tags or anything. It's literally just sort of on this cardboard body thing. So that's actually really good, because basically you can then just stick that straight into the recycling. You're not going to worry about, oh, I've got to pick up all these tags and everything. So here we go. This is all the bits that we got there. Like I say, it was really easy to get it out. Basically these were attached to the sort of the cardboard sort of body flap things, which were inside the packaging, and then the rest of the stuff was in little baggies. So that was again pretty easy to get out. Let's have a quick look at each item before we get the doll dressed up. So we've got this kind of fleecy top here, which velcros all the way down the back, and it is actually made of a fleecy material. The inside isn't sort of very finished, but it's fine. It's not as if we're going to be seeing the inside anyway. The colours are really nice. They're sort of a pastel purple and pink and blue. I think there's like hearts and things as well. It's not just sort of circles. But yeah, so that is cute. There's finishing on the sleeves and on the neck as well, and we've got a little pocket at the front, or the sort of, you know, where you put your hands in, really, which would be a pocket, of course, but a kind of like a pouchy thing. Anyway, so we've got that there. We've got a skirt here. This, similarly to the other skirt, is layered. So we've got a pink fabric layer underneath, and then over the top we've got a kind of ombre, because there's blue here, and then it kind of goes into a sort of a purpley colour, I think, and then I think it goes to either pink or white, and then it kind of goes behind the other colour. So that's quite cute. It's nice that it's got a variety of colours, but it's the same kind of colours that are in the top as well, so that should go well together. We've got these boots which look really nice. They've got a lot of detail on them. So they've got these white heels here, and then the actual boot itself, they've got sort of like laces, and they've also got sort of like the details on the side where, you know, the sort of the crinkling of the leather, and also sort of like the sewn bits when you sew bits together to make the shoes. So that's quite nice. There's a lot of detail in that, which is quite cute. We've then got some little socks. I think they're kind of knee-length socks maybe. So again, they've been finished off really nicely at the top. They are pink. I don't know how much of a struggle it's going to be to get them onto her legs, because she does have quite rubbery legs, so we'll see about that. And then we've got these sort of earmuff things, which feels okay. Again, they seem finished off quite nicely, and they've got two sort of little pom-poms on either side to be the sort of the ear warmer bits. So let's get our girl down. So I'm going to put this on first, I think. Because it's going to look weird, I think, if I'm trying to tuck in the sweatshirt or the fleece or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it may be a fleece, but I think if she's literally just wearing a fleece and this skirt and no knickers, she's not going to actually be that warm, is she? I also kind of chose this out because I thought it would actually go really nicely with her purple / blue hair, which you can't see. There we go. So then we've got to try and get these on. I was kind of worried when I ordered the outfit, mainly because I started to think, oh, maybe the body that I've got isn't like a Licca body, because I bought it from AliExpress and it was kind of listed as one, but maybe it's just kind of an older model. It seems to be the same proportions and everything, it's just the articulation which is slightly different with the arms, so maybe it's just kind of an older version. Okay, so these boots also, if I didn't mention it before, have got the slits at the back as well. Okay, so the shoes are kind of on. I have struggled with them a bit. I don't know if it's because of the thickness of the socks, perhaps. Maybe the feet are a different shape. I don't know. They look great at the back. Maybe they shouldn't have given us socks. And they should have just had sort of like leg warmy things. I might check out and see if they will actually fit the other girl. But for now I'm going to leave her because I don't want to mess her around. And then these will just go over her ears, hopefully, unless the head is like a completely different size. Oh, there we go. Look, so she's ready for winter. There we go. She looks quite snug there. So that is her. So these are my two girls here. Definitely ready for some hot chocolate and maybe to go ice skating or something. They look really good. I'm really pleased with them. I'm really pleased with the outfit on this one, and I'm pleased with everything about this one as well. So what do you think of them? Have you got any Licca dolls? Would you consider getting any? I'll be honest, getting them from the Japanese Amazon was actually quite easy, and obviously you're going to pay a little bit, but when I kind of price it up with actually buying them anywhere else, they still worked out to be cheaper, especially like postage and stuff like that. So let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. Please remember to like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please share the video for anyone who you think might enjoy this kind of content. So until the next time, from me and from my Licca girls, you have a great week, and I will see you very soon. Bye!